Well, I'm heading to my former shop to meet Robert from FarmRadio. He's going to take a CTC 11 off my hands, and we're on Broad Street here in New London. Just got back from having a nice breakfast, and Robert is coming down from Massachusetts, and he's going to meet me at the old house where we used to live in, where I used to have my workshop. The TV that he's going to get is coming from the back bedroom, which is now used as a storage room. I shouldn't be doing this, running this camera without the dash mount. I'm holding it. And the place is a mess. That back bedroom, where it used to be my bedroom, hasn't been used in about 30 years at least. So it's just an accumulation of junk and different things on there, shelves and so forth, of my former entertainment center. And the house is right here on the right hand side. And here we are. This is the RCA CTC 11 color TV, 21-inch, that I built into my entertainment center. Used to be all stereo equipment up here, and my brother just has books in there now and stuff. And right now it's just a storage area. We're going to be taking this TV out from the entertainment center when Robert gets here. Well, this is the back of it from the pantry area. We just removed the door here. And I had it hooked up to cable. Unfortunately, it has a brightener on it. But this is what I did. I built it into the wall, slid it in, as you can see from the front part earlier in this video, and ventilation here, and ventilation up through here, which came up to the bottom of the cabinets over here. And I built all this years ago when I lived here. It's in pretty sad shape right now. So years ago when I put this in, it's made to be removed. I just removed these side panels of 1/4-inch plywood. See, and that's all. And there was a piece up in the top here that you just remove. That's all. And the TV will come right out. And he'll have to support this top shelf somehow. Keep his books from falling down. It's basically just a storage room. That's all it is right now. Looking over here is all the banners of the places I used to travel. Bushkill Falls, Fort Ligonier, Luray Caverns, Shenandoah Caverns, Salem Witch Museum, you know, Gettysburg, all Wheeling. The Wheeling WWVA banners, I took that down. I got that at home. And there's my pull-down movie screen right here that I used to pull down here and then have a projector over here. I used to have a projector in here a Kodak Ectosound 245 or 345, I forget which one it is, the one you can record on. And it used to project forward, or it could project this way. It looked like a reel-to-reel machine. And I used to do all my film editing here in this back bedroom. On the top where he's got his stuff stored, used to be two AR, two AX speakers, one on each end. And I used to have a big reel-to-reel, I think it was up on the top over there. And cassette and amplifier. I had a Sony 55 watt per channel Sony receiver. And yeah, the reel-to-reel was over there, I think. Anyways, it's pretty messy right now. I really shouldn't even show this on video. Here is my Lincoln penny that I got when I went to Gettysburg. Pretty heavy. I don't know whether it's all copper or not. Blue bulbs. They're 150 watt, I believe. Used to use these on my copy stand when I'm copying photos when I had my 35mm Pentax K1000. Used to do a lot of photocopying. Yep. That's what we used to do. Well, I used to do, I should say. Yeah, Indian Caverns. That's a metal plate. Like a license plate almost. Guide to Nashville. That's when I went down in 1976. That's when they were still playing country music down there. As you can see, it's quite difficult for me these days to get up here. There was never any railings on these attic stairs. And as you can see, we still got stuff up here. Oh, thanks to Dan there, Cool Blue Lights, he took quite a bit of the stuff. He took that automatic slide unit that I made up with the speaker system and everything. So that's got a good home. But we still got miscellaneous stuff up here. And when Robert gets here, Robert has, as far as I know, has never been up here. Robert from FarmRadio. He has never been up here, so I'm going to let him pick what he wants from the stuff that's here. So I'm waiting for Robert to arrive. He called me a little while ago, so he's on his way. And what we're going to do first, he's going to test the CRT in that CTC11. He's going to take the set anyways, but we want to make sure that it doesn't go down to air just handling it. The CTC11 CRT, which I think is a 21 AP22 or something like that. I don't know, it's been too many years. Has a brightener on it. But it was the set that, it did work, and it was the set I used to use in my bedroom when that was my bedroom that I showed you back in the 70s. Here is my math cheater. This is my calculator, my Ohm's Law calculator. If I needed to know how much current is being drawn, I was no good at math, absolutely no good. Failed miserably. So this is what I used to use, and you just rotate this to get your, your milliamps and your current and how many volts you're using and so on. And I use this a lot back in my days when I could see good. I showed you this before. This is a 50 Studebaker fuel pump, my 50 Studebaker Champion. That's the fuel pump from it. This is the heater core from the 50 Studebaker Champion. And when I junked it, I took it out. The heater core in a 50 Studebaker was under the passenger seat. And I'll tell you, that's one car I couldn't get much heat out of at all. Now, the reason I saved this is because I was some crazy idea of making an air conditioner for this workshop up here by feeding cold water in here and blowing a fan across it. Of course, in later years, it's covered up now, but I got a 6,000 BTU air conditioner, which is loaded with bird nest inside, so I don't dare turn it on. But I had some crazy idea thinking I was going to cool this place down by running water lines up and let the cold water run through and cool the shop with a fan going through that thing. Now, that's a crazy idea, but, you know, I did a lot of crazy things in my years. Well, enough of this. We'll be coming back on this video here when Robert gets here. And I guess the first thing we're going to do is work on that CTC 11 chassis, that RCA. And he's going to test the CRT just to see if it's okay. And I know it's weak. And we'll come back on the video when he gets here and we start doing that stuff. He's got a hand truck. My knees are so bad that I have all I can do to go up and down stairs. I have to hold on. So he's going to have to do it all, and he's already knows that. And unfortunately, he's by himself, so he's not going to be having any help. But he does have a hand truck, so he says that he can do it. He's a lot younger than I am. Okay, we'll join you back on here when he gets here. Oh, Robert's just coming in now. So we are going to start hauling stuff. Okay, we found the back, and he's putting on the back now.
Put some back screws in here. I want to use these here. Let's start here with this guy. Yeah. We want to put the back on just so the in case we were to hit this.
We got a little tab that comes through here.
Chassis, yep.
There we go.
We could put some wire tie or something.
I think we get enough screws in the back of that.
Get this one.
It'll protect the picture tube, you know.
Yeah, in case we're going to be careful.
But see, I never used the back when it was built into the wall, and I think that chunk that's knocked out of there was the way it was when I got it, because I don't remember ever brutalizing the back like that. I wouldn't do something like that.
Let's see. Tighten him up a little. That'll give us a little degree of protection here.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you hit this, you know, you don't want to knock it off.
Oh, we got one more. We could stick this.
There used to be a little clips.
That's why I was saying if we had.
You know what I used to do was take a screw and just drive it down like that.
Sure.
Just put it like that. See?
And I got one more screw here I could do.
Yeah.
Don't have to go crazy. We got enough. There. And we can do another one here if you like.
Yeah, just drive it in there. Just shove it in there. That'll.
Click, click, click.
Okay, now we can just wrap her up, huh?
Wrap it up and put shoes on it.
Well, we got it down. The next thing, we got to put it up there. Are we ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Ready.
All right. Yeah. Okay. You want to get? Okay. You take that changer.
Here.
There's no spindle on it.
No spindle. The tone arm's missing.
Yeah, it's parts.
But the plot is good. The
parts.
knobs, and it's a VM.
Got the motor. Yeah.
To get the model is it's a 1287, and it was made in the 27th week of 65. Here is that.
Oh, okay. I can't read that, but
857 is the VM's UL number, I guess, and it's a 6527. It does have a 169 number, which lends me to believe that it's a Zenith. It was an OEM of Zenith, and it says June 3rd, 65 right on it.
Oh, okay. On the motor. Yeah, okay.
And it is stereo.
Well, it's okay. I mean, you got your parts, yeah.
Parts, we'll take that.
We don't know what you got in there. There's odds and ends in there.
Yeah, we'll look back in there, but that's one.
You got it. That one I think I was using.
That one's probably all right. I have a similar one. Ooh, there's a TV chassis there. Looks like a 16.
Could be. A lot of these things were just stuff that scrapped and got parts out of it.
Yeah, we'll take a look around here in a minute.
Okay. That's a regulator for my '63 Ford Galaxy. I used to go through voltage regulators like crazy. That's a
Well, it looks like a universal. Well, I mean.
Well, yeah, it's probably a universal. Yeah, they used to be common. You used to be able to buy those. I used to get them for like $10.
Armature, field, and battery.
Yeah, yeah.
And the date is 1968 on it, December of 68.
Yeah, well, it was back in the 60s. My 63 Galaxy, I bought it in 1967. It was 4 years old. And it was always overcharging on the highway. So I'd always have to replace the voltage regulators all the time on them. Oh, yeah, the music. Mary had a little music box. Oh, Dan, their Kubu lights would like that.
Oh, well, we'll see.
Unless you want it and experiment with it.
No, I'm good, but he likes...
Yeah, I don't know if he'd want it or not, but yeah, you can take it.
We'll be back. Well, all right. We'll send it, Dan, if you want that.
If you want it, you can ship it to him. I'm not sure of it. Is CTC11 or...
It's an F. Or... it could be a clone. It could be a clone.
You've got a power transformer on it that could be used, though.
Yeah, I've never had a bad power transformer, but...
These are record player, tape players. Tape recorders.
No, we'll take that. I don't know what brand that is, but...
This?
Yeah, I don't know what brand.
And this would probably use a 6BK4 regulator. It should be in that cage.
Yeah, but it's, I don't see who...
Let's get it out in the light.
16 or 15. It must be that 15 clone that everybody...
Well, you got a delay line. They're pretty... The delay lines should be standard.
Yeah, well, they...
Pretty much.
Is, yeah, it
on this vintage. Yeah, there's a variation, but...
But there's one, okay. Because there's so much else missing. That's...
Yeah.
We'll work with that. And there you have the...
You got your socket, yeah.
I have no brand ID on it, but... it's a 786-A.
6J6 output tube, 6DW4 damper, 3A3 high voltage rectifier. And I don't see a 6BK4 shunt regulator.
Up there? No? 380, yeah, 6BK4.
Okay, my eyesight's so bad I can't.
Oh, let's, I don't have my tool. Let's pop and look at the flag. To say Magnavox by the gold chassis, it could be, no, it wouldn't be Admiral because it has a regulator. So we're talking some kind of clone.
Well, there was some clones made back then.
Why don't we
see what kind of a...
Yeah, see what kind of brand tube we have here. And
well, I don't feel much drippage off the flyback. I don't feel much wax.
I'll just pull this... Try and pull the 6BK4, just see if it's got a brand name on it. RCA, of course. It's an RCA, but I don't know, I don't feel it's an RCA chassis. I feel it's a clone. Ooh, the GE here. Could be a GE set.
Yeah.
Could be a GE. I don't know. I don't know. We'd have to research a little more. Well, there you have that. Flyback looks pretty much universal. What do we have for focus on this rectifier on this? It doesn't have one. Must be the solid state focus rectifier there. Okay, another set we're gonna pillage. This is a General Electric. It says needs a tuner on it. CRT. It is a Delta gun. We'll get the number. And I think we'll just do it with socket 3 just to see how it does. Again, the key is a little loose. We're not going to get into this. Parts only chassis. Let's check the CRT. How about a number? How about a number? How about a number? Oh, date code. I can't read it. Oh.
It didn't. It needed a lot of work. It had a bad tuner in it. Yeah, that's what it is. There's the specs for the tuner, the wiring for the tuner.
We don't have a tube chart. Boy, we're sweating up here. We don't have a tuner, the tube chart for the tube. Oh, my camera's still on. I'm going to shut mine down. Number this is, so we're just going to wing it here with socket 3. We'll look up the chassis number. Bill seems to remember where this set came from.
Yes. It was my ex-girlfriend's set back in the 70s.
Where the set the G.
Needs a tuner.
Needs a tuner. And I bet you it still needs a tuner. G1. Let's set the G1 at 50. I'm running out of battery here, so we'll go next to cutoff. The tube is lighting. It has cutoff. We're basically just keeping these for the CRTs. I don't know if
Yeah, just for the parts, you know.
video games need these, or it is a Delta gun, so yay, who knows what we may need it for. Let's good cutoff here, and we're 6.3. Let's just give it a quick test. This tube tests way up.
Good.
Okay.
So that'll be a good CRT for whatever set you can get it to fit.
And I'm in the red on the battery here, so that's good. And that come right up. I could go down to 5 and do all that, you know, lower the...
I think we're good on that one.
Okay.
Well, Robert, take away the last of the remnants of my ex-girlfriend, would you please?
It's got a good tube.
It's got a good CRT in it.
She had a good tube.
Yes. Watch that neck, you almost hit it.
Oh, yeah, we can't do that. Okay, out you go with the rest of them.
There's an old movie projector there. That's a real old, it's an old hand crank one. No water pump from my 63 Ford Galaxy. There's some old chassis up here that I think Robert may want this one here. And the rest of this stuff is basically junk. I think a turntable here Robert's going to take. We're kind of combining our videos here. And he got a lot of stuff out here for me. Helps a lot. Helps him out a lot. Okay, we're on another chassis here. What is this one?
This is a well, it's a I think it's a G. I'll have to check back with. No, it's a Philco, but it's got a 19 VK HP 22, which takes socket 16, which I just happen to have. We're warming up the filament now, and it's on. Oh, this is an inline gun. I wonder why. So this is probably not a keeper for me, but hold the phone. Let's test it. It's an inline, but it has some convergence. But see, it's an inline too.
Yeah, the convergence is disconnected here for some reason.
See, you can see the filaments are in. It's an inline gun. We'll test it anyway, but I don't think I'm not gone into it. That's good. Let's see what we get for cutoff. You said it had a bright picture, so let's see.
If that's the set I'm thinking of, it had a very bright picture.
We have good cutoff.
You're talking many years ago, and these things are up here for other issues.
I'd give it a good. Yeah, okay. That's good. The red's a little high. All right, and action. Blue's coming up. The others are fine. Blue's coming up.
Yeah. Blue is usually the weakest gun.
Well, there you have that one.
All right.
I'm not taking him because I can't use it for anything. If anyone else can.
All right, we just put it back on scrap pile.
But it's an inline.
Well, Robert's all loaded up here.
We got enough to hold us for the next 30 years.
Yeah.
Get a little, yeah, we'll reach.
And my former workshop.
And
You got the CTC 11.
Yep. That's an Admiral with a tube. The GE with a good tube, which we did hit, but it's okay. And I think a Philco over there. Which, did we check? I don't even remember. No,
we didn't. We didn't take the back off.
Okay. But we did get a delay light and the spare chassis. The clone.
Right, the spare chassis that was up there too.
And that's a wrap.
All right.
Bill, thanks for watching.
Yeah, thank you for watching.